So, guys, there's a story currently shaking social media, and honestly, it feels like something straight out of a movie, except this time it's real life. A Nigerian OAP on air personality, Mayowa Lambe, has gone viral after a shocking situation involving a marriage came to light. Her husband, Roby Ekpo, alleged that he discovered she had remarried without his knowledge. And the craziest part, he didn't hear it from her. He saw it online just like everyone else. Ah, wow. Things they happen. Oh. Imagine scrolling through your phone and suddenly seeing wedding photos of someone you still consider your wife. And that's a reality he claims he faced. It left a lot of people stunned. Now, according to his emotional interview, this wasn't just a random relationship. This way, two people who met years ago got married and built what looked like a solid union from the outside. But like many relationships we see online, what appeared perfect publicly may have been very different behind closed doors. Robbie shared that for years, their marriage became long distance, with Mayowa living in the United States while he remained in Nigeria. During that time, he claims he was still fully invested, supporting her financially, staying committed, and believing they were both working towards a shared future. But somewhere along the line, things clearly changed because out of nowhere, videos, photos began circulating online showing Mayowa getting married to another man in Texas. God. Don't mind me. It's not this story. I mean, it's not funny. It's not something I should be laughing about, but man, like seriously, no public announcement, no clear closure, just completely a new chapter unfolding in front of the entire internet. And while all this was happening, Mayowa herself appeared to be embracing her new life, sharing moments of happiness, peace, and love with her new partner. Of course, social media wasted no time reacting. People started picking sides, forming opinions, just social media, and turning the situation into a full-blown debate. Some sympathized with Robbie, calling it betrayal. Others questioned what really happened behind the scene, pointing out that we may not be getting the full story because let's be honest, there are always more than two sides to every situation like this. And that's where this gets deeper than just viral gossip. How does a marriage break down to the point where one person moves on completely without the other person even knowing? How does that happen? Like how? What really happened during those years apart? And are we looking at betrayal or just the final stage of a relationship that had already ended long before now? In today's video, we are not just reacting to the headlines. We are breaking down what this situation teaches about relationships, communication, and the silent signs people often ignore until it's too late. Let's take a look at what the husband of Mayowa, has to say. I mean, he's been granting different interviews and all that. Let's take a look at what he had to say in an emotional interview, and then we come back and talk about it.
Up until now that I'm speaking to you, she doesn't know that I saw this message. I don't even care if he loves me or not, because waiting love do for me besides stress me. He isn't taking care of me as a man should. He isn't satisfying me sexually. He isn't helping my spiritual life. He isn't spoiling me. He isn't energetic enough towards any goal. He isn't anything good. Rubbish. Meanwhile, sorry I yelled again. I'm just very irritated by him, and really it's really bad that if he tries to touch me, I can scream out of irritation. Dealing with this, and then I have to deal with bad news. Now who I've been coping with unsatisfying sex for almost 3 years. Stupid idiot. He's your friend. Better tell him he shouldn't dare to try to be egoistic with me. It will be the last mistake he makes. God forbid I let another man use me, whether deliberately or not. I'm 48 years old. I don't have a kid. I started going for sperm.
It's okay.
I was going for sperm tests. I see, I be Calabar man, no. Do you understand? I'm a Calabar man. I'm now hearing that she was taking contraceptive. And
How did you hear?
What?
My wife traveled to Miami. go do BBL. And she told me that she went to do surgery for something that would make her be able to conceive. If I send my wife a DM on Instagram, if she posts something on Instagram, on her story, she'll tell me to do, why you sending me message here? Why you sending message here? Send it on WhatsApp. And yeah, that they check, you know.
What did they?
In immigration, I don't know whether they check.
Immigration, no one.
10 years of my life, it pained me, Baba. If I had a kid out of wedlock, I would have been justified that, oh, my wife can do whatever she wants to do. If I had a kid out of wedlock, I would have been justified. What did I do but just love? My wife traveled 6 years, and I was, for the small money I was earning, I was sending money to my wife every time. I have receipts here.
You were saying that you
I was sending money abroad. I was sending flowers. I had friends in the US, and I would beg them to buy flowers and deliver in her house. Show you. Now look at your mouth. My wife didn't bother to come back since 2021. I did not see my wife again until last year that I sent her money to buy ticket to come to Nigeria. I went with 2 cars to the airport with my friends. I gave my friends phone so that they welcome her. I couldn't get a clip of me hugging my wife. You haven't seen your husband in 4 years, and I went to pick you up at the airport and you did not hug me. We got home and she did not kiss me, she did not hug me. I slept in the living room for 2 days. I never get car since I came to Lagos. Last year was the first time I got a car. I bought a Lexus RX 350. I bought it with my hard-earned money when I stopped sending money abroad.
So you were sending money abroad?
I was sending money. I would send when my wife would call me and tell me the money is too small. How much did they pay me? I would do a gig of 500k. I will send 200k. The receipts are here. How can you call your wife for 3-4 days and she will not call? She will not call back. She will not pick. Anytime I call her, now when she did inside motor, she got a house and got a male flatmate.
What?
She got a house and got a male flatmate and said, you know how you can sublet your room. But why a male? I was not comfortable with it.
Nobody will be.
But I let it slide, only for me to find out 2 days ago that the person that she was staying, that she claimed was a flatmate, was sleeping with her.
Is it the same guy she married?
No. I've been in love, but I stupid. I saw a picture of her sitting in a restaurant on a man's leg.
After watching that video, of course, the interviews he's been granting and all that, we cannot really come to a conclusion. Why am I saying this? Because we've only heard his own side of the story. It will be good for his ex-wife. Yes, I mean, it's now his ex-wife. For his ex-wife, Mayowa, to actually come out and tell our own side of the story before we can actually even talk or even, draw a conclusion to this and all that. So it would be good for her to actually speak up, because I've come to realize that most of the time it's not just about one side of the story. It's not about even 2 sides of the story. Most times it's more than 2 sides to that story. Yes, it's more than 2 sides to that story. We could hear the man's side of the story, the woman's side of the story, and the whole truth is not there. Most times it's more than 2, it's more than 3, it's more than 4 sides to the story. So we will have to wait to also hear our part of the story. At the end of the day, stories like this hit differently. Not just because of the drama, but because they reflect real situations that many people quietly go through. Whether everything shared by Roby Ekpo is 100% accurate or not, one thing is clear: this was a relationship that broke down long before the internet ever heard about it. Because, let's be honest, situations like this don't just happen overnight. We are talking about years of distance, emotional disconnect, unmet expectations, and probably conversations that we never had or never truly understood. And that's where the real lesson is. A lot of people think relationships fall because of one big event: cheating, betrayal, or something dramatic. But most times, it's actually the small, consistent gaps, lack of communication, lack of emotional presence, and assumptions that everything is fine when it really isn't. In this case, one person believed they were still building a future, while the other had already emotionally checked out. And that disconnect, that's dangerous because you can be in a relationship physically or even legally and still be completely alone emotionally. Now, on the other side, Mayowa Lambe seems to be standing firmly in her truth, expressing peace and happiness with her new partner. And that brings another important perspective. Sometimes people leave relationships long before they officially end them. And here's the real question you should be asking yourself after hearing the story. Are you truly connected in your relationship or just comfortable? Are there conversations you are avoiding that could save or expose everything? And most importantly, are you paying attention to the signs or ignoring them because you don't want to face the truth? Because if there's anything this situation teaches, it's this. Love is not just about effort, it's about alignment. You can give your all, invest your time, your money, your emotions, but if both people are not moving in the same direction, the relationship will eventually collapse. Sometimes in the most shocking way. Oh God. This marriage of a thing, it's crazy, man. Relationship, marriage, it's crazy. And unfortunately, in this case, the collapse played out in front of the entire internet. So instead of just judging the story, take the lessons. Communicate better, pay attention more, and never assume that silence means everything is okay. Because sometimes the biggest endings come without any warning at all. What do you think about this? I mean, after watching the entire video and all that, what do you think about it? I really like to know your thoughts in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share so others can get to see. And don't forget to turn on the notification button so when real talks like this drop, you can actually get to know. Cheers.